Greetings, Android users. This is Reverend Kyle, your Minister of Mobile Devices. And you may or may not have seen my recent unboxing video of the Google Nexus 4 phone that I purchased from the Android store. But I do want to show you the Nexus 4 official bumper. This is the one that was very hard to get for quite a while on the Play Store, and I was able to acquire one from them. This actually shipped faster than my phone, which made me a little feeling a little unfortunate because I had a case with no phone to put in it. So let's go ahead and open up the case. The case itself came shipped via UPS, and it's, you know, on the picture on the market, you don't really get a good view of what it actually looks like. It looks kind of, as one of my colleagues mentioned, it looks like a rubber band that's just going to fit around the actual phone itself. But it is so much more than that. It does have a metal, well, a quasi-metal, I believe it is plastic because it is pliable, but a very metal-looking case around it. And then on the back is a rubbery type of material that wraps around the phone very nicely, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Along with the case, you do get some warranty information, and it does look like this warranty is only valid for Australia and New Zealand. Okay, so that's all you get, really. I mean, there's nothing to that. But let's actually talk about the phone and the case itself. Now, the phone itself, it has the glass backing, and the buttons themselves, if I had to make any complaint about this phone, it would be that the buttons themselves are relatively hard to access and push in, that they are slightly recessed, just a little bit more than I would like them to be. This bumper actually resolves that issue, and I'm just going to pop it in here, and it does just pop in very nicely. On the back, you'll see that there is a difference then in the way that the back touches the edges of the bumper. On the bottom, where the charging dock is, the charging spot, you can tell that it's recessed slightly now. There is cutouts for the microphone on the top and the bottom, as well as a cutout for the your spot for your earphones or ear buds. The one thing that this bumper does not provide you, which was fairly unfortunate, is that without the bumper on, there's a very smooth bezel across the side, so your finger virtually just slides right across. When you have this bumper on, yes, the bumper is providing you a level of protection, but you don't get that same feeling anymore. Now it's indented, it's recessed, so you don't get that same feeling, that same effect. But like I said before, the power button and the volume buttons are a lot easier to press. In terms of girth and width and all of the dimensions that you would possibly be wondering about, the bumper does not add that much to the phone itself. I found it very pliable. I found that it was very strong. I know some of the older cases that I have played with, you can pull like this, and it literally comes way out like almost like a slingshot. You don't want that. This bumper really was worth the money that I spent. It was $20 plus shipping. In comparison, I do have another case that I purchased. Now, this case is your standard, you know, cheapo eBay TPU case, and it's very, you know, it's exactly what you'd expect, and most places are selling something like this anywhere from $3 to $30, although I can't imagine what a $30 version of this case would do. But just to show you in comparison, I mean, you know, size-wise, they're pretty much the same. This one does have a full back to it, and so the cutouts are important for the volume and the camera. But this case here itself, it's got the kind of a ridged side to it, and you know, I can put if anybody wants, I can put a link to this case. Like I said, I got it on eBay. It was like $4 with shipping and all that. But the volume and the power buttons are not any better. That's something that definitely the bumper offers. So in terms of cases, I know that there's a lot out there, a lot of really high-end ones. People are screaming for an OtterBox. I think an OtterBox would destroy the concept of the Nexus 4 phone, but I'll leave everybody to their own opinions on that sort of thing. So I'm going to get rid of this cheapo case here. Goodbye. And we'll put the bumper back on, and this is my daily use. I do keep the bumper on it, and we'll see what we can put on the back of this. Maybe look for some other videos that I'm going to do, show you a couple other accessories that you can get for the Nexus 4. Alright, well, this has been Reverend Kyle showing you the official Google Nexus 4 bumper for your Google Nexus 4 phone.